Hey everyone, Brian Bearable Traders here. Sunday, October 27th. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Let's take a look at the week that was and take a look ahead also, see what's coming up down the pipe. We've got a lot of earnings coming up this week. 139, 191 on Wednesday, 163 Thursday. And we've also on the Wednesday, we've got some Fed speak, and everybody is anticipating another rate cut. So we'll see if that happens. If it doesn't, could have some pretty interesting reaction. But a lot of high-profile companies reporting this week. Google Beyond on Monday. Tuesday, we've got AMD and Shopify and Mastercard. We've got the Schiller Home Price Index. Wednesday, of course, we got the Fed speak, and we've got GDP also coming out. And I think we got Apple, Facebook, Starbucks, big ones there. Thursday, let's see, we got Thursday. Oh, Pinterest, as we like to say in the room. And we've got Altria, of course. And Friday is usually a lighter day on Friday, but we've got U.S. unemployment rate, and of course we've got Baba, Exxon, AbbVie, Chevron, U.S. Steel. So yes, lots of reports coming down the pipe this week. So markets will be listening to what the guidance is, of course, and the earnings, and also, of course, the guidance is probably just as or more important. So let's just take a look here at some of the charts, some of the stuff we're watching. Of course, 10-year, this is interesting. It's kind of turning up here. This has made a higher low. I'll be interested to see if we continue to break out here on the 10-year. Of course, the Fed is continuing to participate in the market, buying securities and propping up things. So it's again, it's don't fight the Fed. But this overnight lending situation that the banks are having trouble getting funds overnight is certainly prompting them to get more liquidity in the system. It's a kind of a strange situation. But this whole thing is, earnings have been coming in okay, but and things do seem to be slowing down, and yet the markets seem to be just pushing higher, like everything's good. So again, just don't fight the Fed. So again, here on the weekly, again, it looks like we want to go higher on this yield. The Dow eked out a gain on the week, still trying to get above the previous highs. One high here, a lower high here, and we'll see if it can actually break out this week on some of these earnings numbers. The IWM, of course, the laggard in the group, seems to be stuck in this, just churning in this range, and I guess we'll see if it can manage to break above this 157.50 this week. Kind of on the fence to take a position there. Q's breaking out on, sort of had a big breakout day on Friday, and of course they're breaking all-time high here. Just broke out. I think that was an all-time high. That's a weekly. Yep. So Q's seem to be wanting to point higher. RSI heading higher. The only thing that seems to be a repetitive theme here is the volumes are really down in the dumps. Like, look at this volume dropping off here. You would have thought on a breakout move higher, you would have got some big volume. But if you look at a lot of the volume, like here's volume on the SPY wasn't bad. Let's see what. Let's just see quickly what volume on the Dow was. Okay, well that wasn't bad either. But the Qs was really not very good for a breakout to a new high. I'm trying to do that. Let's take a look at dollar, what the dollar's doing. Dollar seems to be bouncing back a little bit here. We're kind of at this area of prior support here, prior resistance there, so see what it's sort of churning in this range, but it can impact gold, right? The direction of gold, direction of oil, And the VIX is just fallen out of bed here. Like it's just, no, there's not a worry in the world, according to our volatility index, broke into a new low here. And this 12 could easily be in the sights if the, unless one of the companies it's reporting really disappoints, one or more of them. And even then, it just seems like the market still wants to go higher. Baidu's really just not doing anything here. Kind of was thinking it was going to break out, but nope, it's just churning, so we're going to keep an eye on that. CGC unfortunately did break out, but then it did this big pullback here on this day, and took some off, but then I got stopped out on the rest. And then, of course, it decided to run after that because this was the move I was looking for, and I just disappointed that it did a pullback here and stopped me out on some of it. But yeah, volume not great on this run up, but and we're getting into an area of prior support, which is now becoming resistance. So, but RSI is turning up. It still looks like it might have some legs. We'll keep an eye on it. If it can break over this 2250 level, we might be in for a run back up to the 24 level. So something to watch. CGC. Nugget, I don't know. Nuggets just seems to be stuck here right now. Had an up day on Friday, but hollow fill candle, so it means it opened higher, closed lower. Came back, touched the low, filled the gap here, but kind of on not bad volume. At least it was building volume. Again, the weekly seems to be wanting to find some support here around, what is that? What's the support level there? It seems to be wanting to find some support around 26. So maybe if it gets back down there again, it might be a place to buy, something to put on an alert, 26. Look for a reversal. PayPal had a great earnings report, gapped up, hollow fill candle, it sold off a little bit, but Friday really kicked into gear. 50 moving average held, and this was an engulfing candle. And but we're kind of up in an area that's prior resistance, 108. We're at 107.19, so I'd expect a little bit of back and fill here before maybe it's going to move higher. There's the weekly, again, sell off and then came right back up. Roku's holding this level. It seems to be holding sort of the 127 level. That's 125. What's the more recent one? 126.50. 127.30 on Friday. So 127 could be, a place that if it does sell off, 127 could be a good entry. Again, we'll pick out those levels when we do our morning recap or our pre-market show with Norm and Carlos. And here we have this SMH, the semiconductor ETF, is breaking out here. Lots of talking heads saying that this is going much higher, but again, the volume wasn't great for a breakout. Again, I would like to have seen more volume on that. Square, really low volume, but broke higher. Sympathy on PayPal's results. TLT selling off, which means we'll get to TBT in a second. Looked like TNA is we're on the verge of breaking out, so a pullback on Monday might be a good place to jump into this. Maybe 58.50 area might be a good area to get involved in that if you're expecting to push higher. Natural gas not doing anything. Oil's pushing up here, and it's almost at the 200 days, so wouldn't be taking it long here, but keeping an eye on it. And let's just take a quick look at TBT. Whoops, TBT. Whoops, what am I doing here? TBT. again, looks like it's breaking out. So if that yield continues to go higher, the 10-year yield, this will head back up to, it could end up to back up to 27. All right, everyone. Well, we'll see everyone in the Bear Bull trading room in the morning. So we got some stuff to watch on Monday, and yeah, so I think Andrew's going off to China. May or may not be able to join us, but we've got lots of other good moderators in the room who will join us, who will lead us through the pre-market and into the trading day. And like I said, it should be an interesting week. So then my book, How to Swing Trade, on Amazon. If you haven't checked it out, here it is. And hope everyone enjoys the rest of their weekend. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the Bear Bull Trading Room. Bye for now, everybody.